Welcome to the comprehensive guide on distribution strategies. Whether you're a business owner, a marketer, or simply someone curious about how the products you use daily end up in your hands, this video will break down everything you need to know about distribution strategies in a way that's both easy to follow and actionable. Stick with us until the end because by the time we're done, you'll have a solid grasp of how to efficiently get your product in front of the right people at the right time, using the most effective strategies available. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a distribution strategy? In its simplest terms, it's a carefully thought-out plan that ensures your product makes its way to customers who need it, while guaranteeing their satisfaction with not only the product itself but the entire experience of acquiring it. It involves making smart and strategic decisions about key areas such as logistics, transportation, and which sales channels to use to ensure maximum reach and efficiency. For instance, if you're dealing with physical products like clothing, electronics, or home appliances, you'll need to think about how to transport those items from your factory or warehouse to your customers. This could mean getting your products into brick-and-mortar stores like boutiques, malls, or large supermarket chains. Or, if you're selling online, it might involve shipping directly to customers via platforms like Amazon or eBay, where the entire transaction happens in the digital space, but the product still ends up on your customer's doorstep in real life. But what about non-physical products? Take software, digital subscriptions, or insurance plans, for example. These products are typically distributed entirely online. Think of buying software via a website or signing up for an insurance plan through an app. Even though there's no physical item to ship, the distribution process is still crucial to ensure customers receive the product efficiently and are happy with the experience. Interestingly, even digital products can sometimes be purchased through physical locations. Ever walked into a mobile carrier store to purchase a data plan or a digital subscription service? That's a perfect example of blending the physical and digital worlds in distribution. Regardless of whether your product is tangible or digital, a well-rounded distribution strategy often combines both physical and online channels to maximize impact. So, the first thing you need to do is figure out which channels make the most sense for your specific product. We'll dive deeper into those channels next. Now, let's talk about the different types of distribution methods you can use to get your product to your customers. These are the routes through which your product travels to reach its final destination. First, we have direct distribution. This method involves selling directly to your customer without involving any intermediaries or middlemen. If you run a clothing brand and sell your items through both a physical store and an online store, that's direct distribution. It's a straightforward approach, and the same logic applies to digital products. Selling software directly from your website to the end customer is another example of direct distribution, as there's no third-party platform involved in the sale. On the other hand, there's indirect distribution, where third-party intermediaries such as wholesalers, retailers, or e-commerce platforms act as middlemen. If you're selling physical products, this could involve placing your goods in department stores, grocery chains, or online platforms like Amazon or eBay. Even digital products can benefit from indirect distribution. For example, cloud storage services or digital insurance plans can be sold through third-party websites, allowing your product to reach a wider audience. There's also a hybrid distribution approach, which combines both direct and indirect methods to broaden your reach. Many companies use this strategy to maximize their exposure. For instance, a cosmetics brand might sell its products directly through its own website and stores, while also working with large retailers like Sephora to distribute through a broader network. Choosing the right distribution channel is crucial. It can either elevate your business or hold it back. The decision ultimately depends on your goals, whether you're aiming for wide-scale reach or striving to create a premium, exclusive experience for your customers. Now that we've covered the channels, let's move on to the three main approaches to distribution: intensive, selective, and exclusive. Intensive distribution is all about ensuring your product is available everywhere, as frequently as possible. If your goal is mass market appeal, such as with everyday items like soft drinks, snacks, or toiletries, this is the route for you. You want your product to be available in as many outlets as possible, whether that's supermarkets, corner stores, vending machines, or even online. The ultimate goal is to achieve widespread market coverage, ensuring your customers can find your product no matter where they are. Then there's selective distribution, where you're more selective about the outlets in which your product is sold. This strategy is commonly used for products where customers weigh their options more carefully, such as electronics, appliances, or fashion items. You might limit sales to certain stores or regions to maintain control over how your product is presented and ensure a consistent brand experience. At the other end of the spectrum, we have exclusive distribution, which is reserved for premium or luxury products. With this approach, you partner with only one or a select few distributors or retailers per region. High-end brands like Rolex or Tesla often adopt this strategy to create a sense of exclusivity and to maintain tight control over how their products are sold and represented. Your choice of distribution method depends on what kind of brand you want to build and how you want your customers to perceive your product. Now that you understand the methods, how do you go about building your own distribution strategy? Let's break down the key factors you need to consider. First, think about market coverage. How widely do you want your product to be available? Do you want it to be in every store? Or are you aiming for a more selective or exclusive presence? Next, consider cost efficiency. Distribution can be costly, so it's important to weigh your logistics expenses against the margins you make on your products. The more streamlined your supply chain, the higher your profit margins will be. You should also think about customer convenience. Your product needs to be available where your customers prefer to shop. In today's world, this often means a blend of both physical stores and online platforms, particularly with the continued growth of e-commerce. Finally, consider the strength of your channel partner relationships. If you're working with third-party distributors or retailers, it's vital to build solid partnerships to ensure your products are properly marketed and effectively distributed. A strong relationship with your partners is crucial for a smooth and successful distribution process. Technology is revolutionizing distribution strategies, and omnichannel distribution is now becoming the gold standard. This means offering your product through a variety of platforms, including physical stores, online platforms, and mobile apps, to create a seamless customer experience no matter where they interact with your brand. Companies like Amazon have perfected this, with their vast e-commerce platform backed by an extensive logistics network. However, omnichannel strategies aren't just for giants. Small businesses can leverage them to expand their reach and improve customer service. Automation is also transforming distribution. Today, many warehouses use automation technologies like robots to manage inventory, sort packages, and streamline the entire shipping process. Automation reduces errors, speeds up delivery times, and cuts costs, all of which make for a more efficient distribution strategy. To bring these ideas to life, let's look at some real-world examples. Take Coca-Cola, for example. Their distribution strategy is legendary, and they use intensive distribution to ensure their product is available almost anywhere you go, from vending machines and restaurants to grocery stores and gas stations. They've mastered the art of making sure their product is always within reach. On the other hand, Apple uses selective distribution. While they do sell through their own stores, they also carefully choose authorized resellers. This allows them to maintain strict control over how their products are presented, while still reaching a wide audience. Lastly, consider Rolex, which epitomizes exclusive distribution. Rolex watches are only sold in carefully selected retailers, ensuring that the brand remains synonymous with luxury and exclusivity. These brands demonstrate how the right distribution strategy can elevate your business and connect you with the right audience. Distribution is not just about getting your product from point A to point B. It's a strategic decision that shapes your brand's identity, controls your costs, and ensures customer satisfaction. Whether you're using direct or indirect channels, intensive or exclusive distribution, the right strategy is key to your success. Enjoyed what you saw? Hit that subscribe button and like this video to join our community and never miss out on new content.